Dramatization. Peace, y'all. Knowledge bomb. What the science, baby?
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. What's happening, good people? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. So this is going to be a smooth, ornery conversation, right? Because I've been trying to be nice. I really have. But in light of a lot of things going on online, social media, YouTube, I got a little time today. We're going to have to stop, we're going to have to come to an understanding, revelation, if you will, that, people are tired of these eggshell conversations. And what I mean by eggshell conversations is people are dead tired of having to tiptoe around people's feelings because for some odd reason, they need to be handled with kid gloves when they're complete utter jerks. So I'm going to bring up a few things, maybe numerous things, about, I saw Kendra D. I saw that this week when she went off. I'm going to try to keep it respectful the whole way through. Kendra D, she went off about how she got tired of ladies ladies commenting so much on her quote unquote bashing women when she's trying to be straightforward with women, because women don't want to be straightforward. They don't want to be held accountable for, their actions, so nothing new there. Absolutely nothing new there. But what I can say about that is this, and whether women want to hear this or not, we're at a point where, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. So anyway, I'm on one today. We're at a point where we got to deal with the reality. And the reality is this. When it comes to these ladies who don't want any type of criticism, forget them. Let them be right. Yeah, they're right. Fine. Everything that they ever said and did in life was absolutely right, even when it was wrong. And you know what? Let them have it. Let them have it. Let their lives fall by the wayside and let them suffer because they just want to be right when they're doing wrong. So fine. Let them be right doing wrong and let whatever happens to them happen to them. Stop trying to protect them from them jumping off the cliff of stupidity. How about that? Tired of having these gotta walk on eggshells because you want to do stupid stuff, but then you don't want it to be stupid. No, man. No. We're going to have these tough conversations today. Tough conversations. On the flip side of that conversation, I saw something with Angry Man saying, he feels like he's been having conversations with immature people and people have been immature. And I'm like, Yeah, fam, I get it, but we're gonna have to have that tough conversation with even angry man. Like, fam, you was part of the immaturity too. You can't keep overlooking that you were part of your own problem in this space. You can't keep doing that. And when we don't do it, and when we don't have these conversations or bring this stuff up, you have these blow-ups. I actually want them to, go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. But if you getting positive conversations with people and you pivoting and you moving in a different direction and you win. But just when you come to the realization that, if I move different, I'm gonna get a different outcome, you gotta say you was part of the problem too. You was part of the problem too. And history shows that. And people, we gotta stop having these conversations and stop having these eggshell conversations. So, unfortunately, they had the whole. I just saw that today, by the way. So, they had the whole other thing going on with Nala and Taz. Nala and Taz, yeah, and Black Women's Fair. And they getting back and going back and forth and implementing Cynthia G and et cetera, et cetera. Listen, man. Everybody knows Taz is disrespectful how he talks to people. We all know that. So it's Black Women's Fair. We all know that. If you've ever, listened to him or been on a panel with him, that's how it is. But more importantly, people want to gravitate to the gossip and the drama. We gotta have these conversations about this. A lot of y'all just show up for the drama. And the thing about it is, and I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna pivot and take a different angle on this. Stop complaining about the drama in your personal life or what you don't like or the drama you don't like, and you always show up for it. You always are there to see it. You don't cut it off. Because see, that's the one thing I can say. There comes a certain point, like I listen to a lot of this stuff when I'm at work. So it'll hop from one video to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. But if I start hearing too much gossip and drama, I'm gonna grab my phone and hit something else. We gotta admit that, men are acting just as catty as women as far as this gossip girl thing, this drama thing. This I told you. I do the same thing when I see when I get the hip hop. Let me talk to you about this rapper and what he said on Clubhouse. And I'm speaking for. Look, man, I don't care, man. I really don't, man. We got to stop having these eggshell conversations where people show up to what they saying about you. Let me get to you and let me say they talking about you, and everybody gonna show up because somebody getting talked about. But you supposed to be grown men, right? We trying to get better, brother. You trying to get better at gossiping, fam. That's what you're trying to get better at. That's what you like, man. That's what you donate to, man. That's videos you share, man. That's the word of mouth stuff you do. We just gotta stop. Let's stop having this walk on eggshells conversation, fellas. A lot of y'all acting like bras while y'all quote unquote red pill at the same time. And then when the women are doing it, it's like, oh, see how they act? Yeah, just like you, bro. Just like you. And it's and like I said, I'm gonna talk about a bunch of different stuff, man. We're gonna have to stop walking on eggshells when it comes to the not dealing with reality. The not dealing with reality. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't want to, go down this rabbit hole, but I gotta go down it today. Ladies, gentlemen, here's the reality. The reality is this. You are probably not where you want to be in life with your life. And that's fine. But you're not willing to put in any type of work to get where you want to be in life, in your own life. So you're using a lot of times this internet as a distraction while you have people giving you the answers to the test of life that you say you want the answers to, that you still, for some odd reason, really don't want to get down to the nitty gritty and handle no business. Now, everybody got a different path. Some people do this, some people do that. I get it. I get it. You know, we all do different things. We all want to approach it differently. But this being grown and being scared of trying something or putting your best foot forward or putting yourself out there, or after you hit a certain age, like you hit like 25 and you still, I'm scared to do it. Shut up. Shut up. You know, why I gotta walk on eggshells? You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I just feel a certain way. Listen, man, fine. Feel a certain way. You know, be scared. Cool. Don't take a chance. Don't take a risk. No problem. You fellas who, you know, you're looking for love in all the right and wrong places, but you're too scared to approach, don't approach. But don't complain that you ain't got nobody either. Shut up. You know, you're not approaching people because you're red pill. No, you're not approaching people because you're scary. You ladies, I can't find a man on my level. That's because you're not looking in the gutter where you live. That's your level. Let's just get down to the reality of the situation. I'm tired of walking. This is the tired of walking on eggshells conversation. You can't find somebody that mirrors your image because you're not looking in manure, because that's where you live in. You're looking at a mansion from a pile of manure. No, look around. Don't look out. I deserve to be out of there. No, if you can't dig yourself out of the pile of crap that you dug yourself into, you don't. That's where you deserve to be. That's where you deserve to be. Flat out. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? You got it, fam. You got it. Now, we're going to take this a step further. Just for sake of this podcast. All this YouTube jealousy in the black sector, it really shows people how soft people are. When we're talking about people who are the cream of the crop and who are the creme de la creme and who are the best at this and the best at that, and they put their persona out that I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, say, man, like I don't hate to say it, but Jason Black obviously has a problem with the Black manosphere. He has a problem with, you know, Black manosphere, Kevin Samuels, but here's the overall thing. If you keep taking shots at somebody or a group of people and you're saying the exact same thing that they're saying, or you're doing some of the some similar things that they're doing, why are you not taking a shot at yourself then? Just because you black first, you're undermining yourself because you don't like somebody else saying some of the same things that you say, or they're saying something that you start to say also, and now all of a sudden they're bad and you're right, but you're saying the exact same thing. This is stupid. You're not on my level to talk. I really don't give a What level you got to be on to contradict yourself? And I'm not gonna say I can say there's a bit of hypocrisy with everybody. I can say it's on my page. I got thousands of videos. I'm sure that I didn't put my foot in my mouth numerous times. I'm sure, but at least I can admit that. This grandiose ideology, idea that I'm above everything. That shit, man. Look, that's getting old. Just because somebody can convey confidence in their, it's BS, man. Just because you can convey that you're confident, and I'm not talking about Jason Black at the particular moment when I'm saying this. I moved on. Just because you can convey confidence does not mean that you're confident. And for all you people who are looking for somebody to make you feel confident, that's a you problem. Gotta go down this rabbit hole. There are a bunch of people who just aren't happy with their lives and aren't confident in themselves because they're not willing to push themselves. But it sounds good when somebody sounds like how you want yourself to sound like, or act like how you feel like yourself should act like. Look, this ain't nothing but an adult looking at a Marvel movie saying, I see myself in that superhero, but I can't do none of those things, but I feel like it inside. Well, you're not a superhero. You're not that person. You're not that confident. You're full of it. You're full of it. So, a lot of times we having these conversations and we got to say these things because people don't want to admit the truth. And the truth is, man, people are getting tired. And I'll say it this way. Even with the black manosphere and the content creators, I can't speak for all. I can't speak for most. I could if I really wanted to, but for you fellas in the comment section, right, who watch the videos and stuff, I don't think a lot of the guys, even the guys who are, I'll say the guys on the top, they feel like you brothers support other brothers. But the guys from that are not on the top, that are, I would say the middle down, they know that you brothers just are not as down as you say you are. And it sometimes becomes discouraging because to get and keep a lot of brothers' attention, you gotta constantly talk about how women ain't ish. And then it becomes a male misery coven. That's the only way you're gonna donate the brothers. And see, there are a lot of brothers who moved on from that on a daily basis, but a lot of the brothers that are on the cusp of going up, they gotta be in that lane. Because that's the only lane you brothers support. Wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side of that, it seems like you brothers can form like Voltron to support a beautiful woman saying the very same thing that men have been saying for years. And then it's like, wait a minute, bro. And sometimes these ladies are getting supported by other ladies, but let the ladies tell it, no, they're majority men. So I'm gonna say this. Don't talk all this, I know woman's nature, when you become a simp for a woman who's probably taken, when she starts saying the same thing that black men have been saying for years on YouTube, and now they're saying it in the female way, which is cool. But don't all of a sudden you can show up to their stuff, you can like their stuff, you can share their stuff, you can donate to their stuff, you could be a member to them. And it's like you can cash at them. But you the same guys, and when a guy says it, you just like, that's right, brother. Make another video, brother. Make another video, brother. It's like, yo, come on, B. Stop. There's a lot of guys looking at the brothers in the space like, come on, man. And it's not I don't think it's a hate or a jealousy thing. It's a hypocrisy thing because let's be honest, like I think a lot of us understand that there's going to be a younger demographic who has to deal with these issues and come along with this. And so they're going to have a different crowd. That's understandable. But when you see people in your same age group do this, and they do it on a regular basis, you see them do it over and over and over again with another person, another person, another person, and they sitting there trying to tell you, you know, what manhood is. You're like, man, if you don't shut up. I'm tired of these having eggshell conversations. Did a video recently talking about, are educated lames lame? Another eggshell conversation. I think brothers don't realize this, but stop looking at guys that you called as lame at one particular time to be the answer to fixing the communities and the family structures you destroyed. I got to go down this rabbit hole, man. And it might be hypocritical on my part to say this. But if you're gonna dislike Russell Wilson and what he is and what he represents, especially what he represents to the women, stop being the dude that gets Sierra pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Stop being that dude. Or stop aspiring to be that dude. You aspire to be the kind of guy that pumps her and dumps her and leaves her and moves on to the next. But then you call this dude a sucker for being with her. But then when he with her, in some ways you want her back because you want her to be back in the streets. Because let's be honest, you miss her. So how many times, how often do we have this conversation that, the woman that's for the streets, we miss her. When she leaves the streets, it broke our heart. Not just that she ain't in our sheets no more, that we just don't have access to her. How we go? Or that there's a point in time, I was going to do a video on this. I saw, I done forgot his name. He played Ashley Larry in the Chappelle Show. He was talking, L.A.R. Rollins. He was talking about, he don't go to like the nightlife or strip clubs anymore. You just don't need to, he said, but at the same time, it's like one of those things where sometimes environments will bring out your Captain Saber thought cape. Because she's so cute that, man, maybe she just needs this and she just needs that. What are we going to say that even the guys who claim to be alpha males, they got a Captain Saber thought chip in them and a cape on them, and they're using the, I'm alpha, and I'm running through these chicks as cover for them actually being a pillow talking simp Captain Saber thought. Because every guy goes through a phase where they're trying to save him. I don't care what you say. Don't even try to get past that. No, it's not me. You're just not going to say it publicly. I know you're lying. A lot of other guys know you're lying. It is what it is. We're going to have to take this somewhere else. Appreciate it, Hustle. How you been, man? Now, this is where we're going. I got on the guys, we'll get on the ladies about this. Ladies, your issue with not finding men is very simple. You don't want a man until after you create the... Boy, it's gonna suck to say. Y'all don't want a man until y'all after y'all create the child that y'all think is gonna be the child that you're making. Ride the waves, player. So what I mean by that is you picking these guys that you think we gonna make a pretty baby together. And if the baby don't be as pretty as you thought, you get mad at the guy because maybe he ain't as his DNA ain't as good as you thought. This is the DNA I want, but I want another guy to come and teach this child how to be an adult or raise this child. But the problem is this: maybe your DNA sucks. Maybe it was dumb of you to think you can go around sleeping around and I want my baby to look like this, and now that you look just like your daddy means his DNA is stronger than mine, my DNA sucks, and I hate the fact that the baby that I wanted didn't get created, so F you. And it spawns into that little conversation that I had to have about the young lady. One young lady who smacked her baby because she was mad at her child's father. And there was another young lady who killed her baby, and the father just killed her for killing the baby. I'm gonna start right there because we tired of these eggshell conversations. There is no reason that if a woman kills a child that she should be out on the streets in the first place. This goes into the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, Bill Cosby, Me Too movement. Like, do you realize, and this is going to sound messed up that I say this, and shout out to Chaos Rain, because we talked about this earlier. Michael Vick did more time in jail for what he did than some of these mothers that killed their kids. And we gotta walk around saying these ladies are great and are under pressure and they got postpartum depression and this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, no. Think about that. When these ladies kill men that they're in a relationship with, they're free. When they kill their own children, they're free. But when but if a guy hits a lady, he loses everything. Y'all can't even cancel a mom for killing her own kid. What is the problem? What is y'all problem? Hustle, man, thanks, fam. That's a problem. That is a huge, huge, huge problem. Whether you like to admit it or not. Same thing with because, like I said, I'm gonna keep this as respectful as possible. When you look into these comment sections, and these ladies are justifying everything, and they find an excuse for everything, it's funny how they can't justify that behavior from man to woman. They can only justify that behavior from woman to man, or woman to child. So here's the problem. Do you think these men are not going to be playing with kid gloves anymore? These children, in essence, are not going to be playing with kid gloves anymore. Because people are tired of getting screwed because you're supposed to be chivalrous in a situation that throws you under the bus for no reason. It's not going to happen. I say that to say this. I alluded to this earlier. by the looks of it, and I got a video about this coming out, how the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is really the state versus Me Too, the Me Too movement. And if she winds up, if everybody can see she off the chain, she lying, she guilty, blah blah blah. But what happens when women pay restitution? Because these businesses got to do something. Because if these businesses don't have these women pay restitution, that means these businesses are liable. These businesses are going to be liable for believing all women and firing a guy, or making sure a guy doesn't work for years, or blackballing the person, and come to find out, oh, she lied. I can't believe that. As a black man, it's like, look, you know how many brothers got lynched behind this? Y'all just catching on. What are y'all, 100 years late now? Seriously, we got to walk on eggshells about this. Well, people still talking about Emmett Till, and y'all just figuring out that people lie. It's just like, come on, man. And that's a good point, Cliff. I think it's all, everything is, now see, that's the crazy part. Can we still build through female nature or selection? Absolutely. I think it's being done every day. But what I also think is, there are guys who never intended to build or grow as a human being, as an individual, as a grown man in the first place, and they hide behind female nature and selection as their reason why they won't build. Because it's not that they don't, it's not that they can't, it's that some people won't. And until I get the woman of my dreams, I'm never gonna lift a finger. That's bull. That's bull. That's just somebody who's lazy, looking for an excuse, who's doing the same thing these ladies do. But people are tired of walking on eggshells, because it's, with the Megan Thee Stallion situation, getting on TV, lying through her teeth, and just no, I didn't do it. Shut up. People are tired of that, man. People are tired. All this lying, crying, manipulating, acting like you a victim when you actually the perpetrator is old. It's disgusting. It's sickening. It's like, whatever. Now, you're going to have to go somewhere else. And, ain't no getting around it. It really ain't no getting around this. People are tired of walking on eggshells when it comes to the conversation of child support. Because the Amber Heard thing is about money. And most guys are not going to be in Johnny Depp's situation, but this Johnny Depp situation spills over into child support. Why am I saying that? I'm going to say something. Most men are sick of the family court and child support system, because it is just a waste of time and money. Judges getting paid off of it, lawyers getting paid off of it, children don't get nothing from it, the mothers waste all the doggone money, everybody winds up broke, the family winds up broke by the end of the day, the kid got to get student loans, and then, but everybody gets the kickback the whole time. And if somebody was done wrong, they just oops, my bad, but everybody keeping the money. Paternity, you're not the father. Okay, but I've been paying 5, 6, 7 years for the kid. That's not that's not our problem. Can I get my money back from anybody? No, you can't do that. Okay. Okay. That's what we doing. We're gonna play this game. Okay, I got a game for you. When y'all get mad at these guys walking away, you know, man, thanks, Ray. Enjoy your day. You know, but a lot of people don't want to get down to the nitty gritty of these types of subjects. Is this? There is no way, and I'm gonna wait until it happens, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit now. I'm gonna be receiving child support in the near future, and I thought about it, and I was like, do y'all realize how much money single mothers have wasted while receiving child support? Do you realize how economically that flips things? For you ladies who you have kids and multiple kids, and you can't find a guy on your level, and you making $100,000 a year, how much of your $100,000 a year are you getting 6, 7, 8, 10, $20,000, $30,000 a year, bump up extra every year, tax free in child support, plus come on, the tax credits, because that's used, that becomes part of your income. It's not all of it ain't taxable, but it becomes a part of your income. So how much are y'all really making? Because I'm gonna get into it when I say what I'm about to say. Hey, Dana. And fellas, I'm about to say something that y'all ain't gonna like too. Oh man, I'm sorry. Fellas, if you don't like the child support system and the family court system, how did you wind up with multiple kids by multiple people? And you wasn't married to nobody? Because marriage is married people are the minority in Black America. You can't tell me you got 2 kids by 2 different people, but you don't like child support. Because you didn't like child support when the first one came. So I'm not trying to hear that when the second one came and the third one came, and you got 3, but by 2 different women, the system. Shut the up. No, B. Now if they all about one person, I get it. But if you out here just, you out here, raw dogging it, and it's just your thing to do. If you a man out here, you just going raw all the time, and you don't use protection, but you got issues with child support, I don't want to hear what you're talking about, because you're not even trying to protect yourself from it. I just like how I feel. Okay, well, you gonna like how that garnishment feel too. Then shut up, bro. Shut up. Man, you know what I'm saying? This ain't right. You trying to go out tonight and meet some random lady tonight and go running her raw tonight. Like, if you don't shut up, man, you say, I thought you was on my side. I'm on your side. But maybe, just maybe, you can put a condom on. I don't like how I feel. I don't feel for you if you got multiple kids like that, then. I'm just tired of having eggshell conversations. Sometimes we just get tired of it. I'm gonna go somewhere with this one. I've been working all week. Well, I took some days off. I wasn't feeling that hot, but I went back to work. went on lunch a couple of days. Ladies, black women in particular, sisters, let me tell y'all something. It is so easy to find an overweight black woman in the grocery store with a bonnet on and some pajama pants. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. In a Walmart, it's ridiculous. In a Target, it's ridiculous. There is no reason for you to be 5'6", 232 pounds, sitting in one of them automated chairs, rolling around in the grocery store or walking around in the grocery store, pajamas and a bonnet on. It is ridiculous. I can't find a man on my level. Just check the bonnet section. Just check the bonnet section. Because the presentation is just deplorable. And guys who like, yeah, that's a problem, you about to catch one. I'm gonna tell you why. If I see another teenage boy or a young black male who's a young adult, if I see you walking around with a bonnet one more time, I might punch you in your mouth. Because there's no reason for you to be so, oh, you know, I got a bonnet on. Y'all went from wearing do-rags to bonnets, bro. Bonnets. It's ridiculous. You don't need to sag everywhere you at. Just, you know what? Let me mute up real quick. Yeah, my bad, y'all. If I see another one of you cats walking around with a bonnet on, another one of you guys who are 103 pounds and sagging just to be seen, it's deplorable. Another one of you guys who's a grown man and you super uber fat, but you wearing athletic clothes and you sagging, you gonna get, I swear to God, I might give you these hands. I swear to God. This is getting ridiculous, fellas. It's getting ridiculous. Black America, I'm tired of walking on eggshells, having an eggshell conversation about this. Black America, we're too fat. There's a difference between some people are bigger than other people. I'm not talking about people who are bigger than other people. We're too fat. Just as a collective, we're too fat. I'm sorry. Too fat. I don't know where you fools. I don't know how you could have your kids be this young and this fat. And this ain't, you know, prepubescent baby fat. They gonna grow and slim up. No. Too fat. I don't understand how you adults got this fat. I really don't. I don't understand how you older parents and grandparents got this fat. I really don't. Too fat. You know, you die from America and American stress and being black in America. No, you died because you've been fat. You've been fat for 25 years straight and your body is breaking down. You know. Hustle, I really respect you, Hustle. But it shouldn't be considered an illness. No, the illness is I said I'm gonna keep this respectful. When you see somebody, have you noticed if you go into a grocery store and you see overweight black people, you don't see them in the produce section? When I see people in tights and workout clothes, men in workout clothes, women in tights, I see them in the produce section. When I see people who are built like an Oldsmobile Delta 88, a Buick Skylark, they're never in the produce section. Never in the produce section. I just hate to say that. It could be a mental illness. They never in the produce section. Just never. You know, and I'm like, man, come on, bro. No, this is why, people spend more money on junk food than they do their own dang on health insurance. That don't make no sense. I can't go to the gym and work out. Why not? You go to the liquor store and work out bottles every week. You could at least get on the treadmill for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Like, I've seen more, and I'm gonna say this, I've seen more black women in the last 2 or 3 years working out than I've ever seen. But sisters have actually stepped up their workout game. I will say that. But here's a problem. In that same amount of time, I've seen men and women increasingly become morbidly obese. And part of the reason sometimes I don't even like going out to eat is I don't want to be in restaurants with people that big, looking at them eat and wondering, like, I'm trying to figure out, life shouldn't be that good that if you think life is good and you winning at life and you making money at life, I would think the last thing you would want to do is eat yourself to death early, to die prematurely. I would think you want to live. I want to go here and I want to travel and I want to see the world. You're going to die of a heart attack on a 30-minute plane ride somewhere because you're too fat to enjoy the life that you said you worked for. This is stupid. Just tired of these eggshell conversations. I'm tired of walking on eggshells around people. And I'm about to say something that's part of this eggshell conversation that's got to be said also. I'm tired of walking on eggshells about the religion part. Black people, you're not Christians. You're not Muslims. You may be believers, but you don't follow God like that. Like, cut it out. A lot of us just a lot of us follow the religion of faith without works. We believe in God, but we ain't willing to do a doggone thing to bring it to fruition. We gonna manifest it with our minds and our mouth, but not pick up our finger to actually bring it into existence. You need to have faith in God. Let me tell y'all something, man. God's so tired of us, lying about, God, you know what I'm saying? If it's God's will, no, don't bring God into this. You ain't tried to make this situation better in 11 years, but it's God. Is God the reason why you lost 17 of your teeth because you ain't brush them? Was that God's will? No, that was you being lazy, not brushing and flossing. Was it God's will that you got type 7 diabetes? No, that was you. God know my heart. God gonna know my dialysis machine too. Shut up. When we go to being fiscally irresponsible, was that God's will? It's God's will to keep me here. No, some people gonna start pouring on other people. That's what happened, man. That's part of life, man. Some people have a better or worse starting point than other people. But the fact that you're not trying to make it better, if you feel like you started it, you got a bad hand, and you're not trying to make it no better, and it's just God's will, man. I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say about religion. I really don't. Tired of walking on eggshells. You know, God gonna see you through, man. No, no. No, God gave you every opportunity to try to make things better. If you didn't utilize yourself and your time during this whole time, I really don't give a damn what you talking about. Stop using God as an excuse. God is not Santa. You can't show up, God, please give me everything I never worked for Christmas because I believe in you, Lord. Shut up. I deserve it, man. Whatever, man. Jesus didn't deserve to get murdered. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get rid of that, but God, and that's his son, and that's supposed to be God's son. And you gotta do what you gotta do, son. It's gotta be done. But all of a sudden, you above everything, man. Go on somewhere with that, man. Man. Hey, keep stepping, hustle. Keep stepping. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this is gonna be an eggshell conversation right here, boy. Forget it, yo. People tired of having having to have a walk on eggshells conversation with y'all about sex. Look, if the only thing that you feel like you're gonna do positive in your life is have an orgasm, you failed at life. If that's what drives you every day, every week, every month, every year, you failed at life. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If at least I got some, you failed at life. Like, just like the ladies, you got some attention. If attention is all you wanted at life to make you feel special in life, you failed at life. You failed. If God, man, I got this wall, shut up. Like, if that's the only thing that'll make you feel alive and have purpose, you're an idiot. Just think about that. Wilt Chamberlain said he had over 10,000 women. Ric Flair said he had over 10,000 women, but you don't know Wilt Chamberlain and Ric Flair for the ladies that they have. You know them for their massive accomplishments in life. If your only accomplishment is having sex, then why don't you just write a name on your hand when you masturbate? How about that? Just name a new person every time and make you feel like you accomplished something. So the minute you didn't get a real person, you made up a person on your hand. Because if sex is the only thing that makes you actually relevant in life, your life is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Say what you will, but it's irrelevant. Your message is, I really didn't do any of the things I really wanted to do and accomplish any of my dreams in life, but I bust a few good orgasms. You gotta be kind of kidding me. Yeah, exactly, man. Purpose is not only in your pants. And I'm gonna just go down this path. And if sex is so important to you, how come you ain't good at it? If it's so important to you, how come you ain't good at it? How come you mediocre at sex, but sex is the most important thing in your life? It's more important than water. It's more important than air. I like you and I want you, but when I'm actually with you, I'm terrible. If obviously you ain't putting that much effort into it, like, you suck at it. We tired of having these eggshell conversations. I'm just saying. Tired of it, man. Tired. And some of y'all just not gonna like it. I don't care if you don't like it. But the reality is, man, And this is the last little part of the Eggshell conversation we're gonna have to have. You know, we tired of dealing with grown people who don't want to grow up. If you don't want to look, if you don't want to, if you don't want to be an adult, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. But people are tired of dragging people, kicking and screaming to be an adult, and then when they're ready to be an adult, it's too late for them to actually do anything. And now they realize they don't want to be I decided to grow up at 45, but now but I'm too old to try to catch up and do this, but I need a hand up and a hand out, and I need you to no. I need you to push the younger generation aside to help me get my life together, the life that I threw in the trash for the last 40 some odd years. No. If you grown and you don't want to grow up and you die because of that, that's a you problem. That's a straight up you problem. If you want to do stupid, childish stuff as an adult, and every time something happens negatively, you're going to go, woe is me. Nobody want to hear your woe is me story. That's a you problem. People told you to grow up years ago. You was too busy, quote unquote, having fun, living your best life, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's about to take the food out of their own mouth, their own kids' mouth, their own grandkids' mouth, because you spent your lifetime, running from, fun day to fun day. No, not finna happen. So if you don't want to grow up, don't grow up. Don't grow up. You know what I'm saying? Don't. But and this is part of the whole relationship thing. You're tired of dealing with having to talk to people who you say, since you didn't want to grow up as a young adult, and you became grown and you become an older adult, now you're looking for somebody who's grown to subsidize all the nothing you did with your life. No, you're going to suffer and die. You're not going to be a leech to another person who actually put in the work for their lifetime because you didn't want to. You don't get a severance package of a person who's been grinding their whole life because you got more swag and you're cooler than them and you think you're sexy. Man, F you. I hope you sell yourself on OnlyFans for $3.99 and get nothing. Like I said, I was trying to be respectful. That was as respectful as I can get. Yeah. You know what? This other thing, before I go. As a black man, we're going to have to have this eggshell conversation. We're tired of having to be the stereotype of dysfunction for you to hear what we got to say and respect what we got to say. You see, if I don't cuss you out, you don't hear me. If I don't talk crazy to you, you don't hear me. If I don't tap dance and sing and do a jig and do impersonations and crack jokes and and rap it in 16 bars with a hook for you to understand it and feel it and bounce to it, you can't hear it. Listen, if you that goddamn retarded that you need somebody to be a walking stereotype for you to listen, you're a fucking idiot. Because when you turn around and non-black people can just talk regular and you can listen in, you need to talk to your inner coon. We tired of the eggshell conversation. You can't listen to a functional person when they're black because you're that dysfunctional that a functional black person makes you somehow hate them and jealous of them and makes them irrelevant because they're not walking around here effed up like you. They're supposed to be effed up when they're black. No. Just because you messed up don't mean another black person's supposed to be effed up too. That's a you problem. But I'm going to leave that on that note. Like, share, subscribe or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.